evening here. Let's just waste no time, man. Let's jump into the Jaire watch. Listen, I know I'm tired of talking about it. I'm sure people are tired of hearing about it, but we got to cover it. We got to hit it to kind of bring you guys the updates on the latest there. We talked about Rob Domofsky. Seemed to think that, hey, there's probably a decent chance that he is going to return to Green Bay. Shenanigans. What's shenanigans? Is that the place with all the on the wall?
Talking about shenanigans, right? Oh.
So here's what head coach Matt LaFleur had to say about Jaire Alexander earlier today when he was simply asked, and we kind of covered this yesterday, Jacob, on the show. We kind of talked about how he wasn't at the offseason program, right? He was there for the virtual stuff, but Matt LaFleur kind of confirmed it today that he was not here. And here's exactly what Coach LaFleur had to say.
Jason warned you that this was coming, but
no, probably not.
No, he does his job well. It's my understanding Jaire is not doing the on-field stuff right now. Is that accurate?
Yep.
Is that just we're going to figure out what's going on here, and once we figure it out, then we'll move forward?
Yeah, I mean, like, to be honest with you, I don't have many updates in regards to where we are in that whole situation. I just know we're trying to work through it.
All right, so that was pretty much it from Coach LaFleur on Jaire Alexander and the situation. Now, there's been multiple people tweet out within the last several hours, and you get some people, and I'm not even going to give them the time of day to mention their name, that they'll just repeat what other people are saying as if they're breaking the news. You know what I mean? That always cracks me up. But anyway, the rumor is they have agreed on a restructured deal. Again, that hasn't come from Rob. That hasn't come from Wildy. That hasn't come from Bill Huber. That's other randos on the interwebs talking about that. So I don't want anybody to think Clayton's saying the deal's done. That's just the rumors out there on the street. And again, just because they came to an agreement doesn't mean it's signed yet either. Right? It might be one of those things that somebody backs out last second if that is the case. So, Jacob, I got to ask you. I got to get your take here. How do we feel now, man? You think Jaire is going to be a Packer or not? And explain why you're tired of talking about it too. So,
man, I knew all along that Jaire was going to be it now. This is just another puzzle piece. It is getting tiresome, and you can tell in that interview with Matt, he's over it already. Mm-hmm. Like the whole Matt, dude, blah blah blah. Yep. That was it. Just one word answer. Yep. And then you can tell he's just done talking about it. I think he's ready to play football, and he wants to put past any of this drama and stuff and not carry anything, you know, that had some saltiness from the last season into this season. And I can't agree with him more. I mean, I can't imagine how frustrating that must be to have a plan, a vision, wanting to turn the page and have just the start of a new fresh year, and all of a sudden you just got to deal with this same nagging question over and over and over. I hope that what we're hearing is true. I actually saw some of the same type stuff, and I think they even reported it on ESPN that there was some talks possibly in the works of hopefully that the best case scenario now is that they'd restructure and that he'd actually play. But, you know, I'll shift my spectrum now that I'm 70-30 that Jaire stays. How about that? I wish we had Tim, the resident Jaire expert, over here because, you know, at the end of the day, I hope he does stay. It's a better team. That cornerback room is going to be absolutely stacked if he is there at the helm, because it looks a whole lot different with a solid number one quarterback. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, it definitely does, man. And, you know, that's the thing, too. People are like, well, he can't stay healthy. And that's kind of been my stance the whole time is like, I understand he hasn't been healthy, but if you get him for 10 games, you know, that's better than not having him at all. I mean, now, if you want to say you're over the antics and some of the other things that have happened with the whole captain thing and now this whole offseason talking point, I can understand that too. I relate where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, if the coaches are okay with him, the players are okay with him, the GM's okay with him, and he makes the football team better, I just don't want to be one of those fans that's going to pretend like I'm too good to have him on my team type thing, you know, because, again, I think Jaire is a good teammate. I haven't heard one person come out and talk as if he's a bad teammate, you know. And when he's on the field and he's healthy, he's good. He's good. I know Affin believes that Jaire is washed. He's not a number one corner anymore. So you're telling me he's not the number one corner on the Green Bay Packers roster? Because that's what a number one corner is. It's real simple. Are you a top 32 corner? That means you're a number one corner. That's how I look at that. So I think he is a number one corner. Now, if he was the number two corner team on the Packers, then, hey, awesome. That means you've got two number ones, right? Yeah. It really does. But I don't know, man. I think the team's better with him on it. And
nobody make a move. Nobody make a move. If we all stay real quiet, maybe he won't appear. All right. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, never mind. He went away. Thanks, Tom. We just set him up for Tom. Tom Holman.
He accidentally removed himself. Hopefully he can get back in there. We had to jump in for a second. Yeah, I think Tom did flash into the chat and he just disappeared real quick. What's up? How you doing? How you doing?
I tried to leave faster than you guys brought me in just because I didn't want Jacob to have to deal with that, but I'm good. How are you?
We're doing good, man. Doing good. We just Elijah Tom nabbed him. So we're just talking about Matt LaFleur saying, confirming what we all thought, with the pictures or lack thereof of Jaire with the offseason program there, that he is not participating on the field, but now there's rumors all over Twitter that a deal is pretty much done. Again, haven't got it confirmed by anyone that I truly trust, Emilio, but it sounds like they may be closing in on Jaire returning to the Packers to get back on the field for the offseason stuff. So what's your take on it before we move forward here, man?
I love it. I mean, my fallback this whole time was he's still under contract, so I'm completely fine with, bringing him back. If we could restructure it, cool. If not, I mean, to go out and find a corner with that talent on the market, even if you can guarantee me that corner you find is going to be healthy for 25 games, is going to be tough. And with that price just going up and up, we kind of locked him in at a good time looking back on it. But I'd say run it out.
All right. So there you go. There's your Jaire Alexander.